Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, She's Over 40 and Been Single for 10 Years. Let's get right into it.
So yesterday, I went on a date. And I've been dating for about 10 years, so I'm pretty much an expert. Men will bring in their perspective based on the women of their past or whatever. I'm like, okay. So when they listen to me say something, they hear that girlfriend from 3 other times ago. And I'm looking at them like, no. What are we doing? I am not her. That is not the tone nor the judgment that I'm coming with, right? I have to address this on dates pretty regularly. I'm unsure if individuals can come into dates with a position of curiosity anymore. I know I do. I don't know you. I can't bring all the baggage of all the dates I've ever been on and dump it at your feet. I can't do that, especially because I've dated so many different people. So I genuinely don't understand why you're going to come at me with all this knowledge. I'm nothing like any woman you've ever met. Go ahead and just accept that today, off rip. And I'm going to be transparent so you can see it and make a wise decision, because I don't want you wasting my time, nor do I want to waste yours. Okay, carry on. That's how I operate. Anyway, it was a good date. I had a good time. So yesterday, I went on a
Key thing that stood out to me, she was single for 10 years. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, girl. Something really wrong with her. And then she also said that she dated many people. She is an old 304. I hate to say it. But chances are, she's too picky. Because she seems decently attractive. I love black women with dreads and locks. I love it. I think it's very, very attractive. She doesn't necessarily look her age either. So my assumption is she wants to control a man, and very few men that are worth it want to be controlled. A lot of women have to understand that we don't want to be controlled. You don't have to train us. You don't have to change us, okay? Don't date us for our potential. Date us for who we are, and understand our trajectory. If we're heading somewhere, understand that you don't have to just be the woman that you are for us now. You have to be the woman who we need you to be when we get to where we need to go, right? That is also that as well, So something to think about, This is my feedback for her. Anyway, here's a woman I thought was very interesting about her case. She's a single mother, and she thinks men need to take their time with single mothers for a very interesting reason. Let's listen to what she has to say.
The only way that I'm bringing my son around a man is if, 1, I trust him. 2, I see it going somewhere. 3, I don't mind my son picking up on whatever you got going on. If you're embarrassing, if you're not somebody that I want my son to look up to, you will not be in his presence. He doesn't have a lot of male figures around him in his life, but I'll damn for sure not finna let you influence not a damn thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all just be having y'all kids around anybody and everybody, and then wondering why the cycle continues. The cycle continues. And even if you're a single mom, does not mean you can have every and anybody and all these negative energies around your child. Raising your child. I picked this up from so-and-so. I picked this up from so-and-so. I picked this up from so-and-so. Leave that shit with so-and-so. And don't say that shit over here again. The only way that I'm bringing...
I think it's very funny that single moms, they tend to be very delusional. It's almost as if they view themselves as if they're above the regular girl. Like, I heard a single mom say this before. She said, if I was a man and I was single, I'd date a single mom, because single moms, they know themselves and they discover themselves. So the hell what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a girl who knows herself and discovers herself before she has a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, you know who you are and you're stronger now. Yeah, but you have this liability in the way. So the fact that she says, before I bring my child around you, my son around you, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's all these prerequisites. And I understand, right? From her standpoint, she don't want any bad influence on her son. I get it. But here's the thing in the dating market. We don't care about your son. That's your child. I know you love him. I know you care about him. But that's your child. Don't tell me I need to do this, I need to do that. First of all, I don't even want him around. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be a stepdaddy. And 2, how is it a privilege to you? How is it a privilege to me to meet your son? I had the privilege of meeting the legacy you started with another man? oh yeah. So if you act right, I'm gonna introduce you to my son. Here is the seed that I made for another man. Right, this son, his father used to bust me down and came at me, and and he is the product of it. Like, please understand what's going on. Like, you have no idea what's going on. That son might be a privilege for his father to be around because maybe you're controlling baby mother that weaponizes your son against his father. But for us, ain't a privilege. We don't want him around, respectfully. This is why I'd rather not date a single mom. So there is no other person to bring around that I need to earn. I need to earn to meet your kids. What? Unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? But this is the way women think. Anyway, I found this guy. He's dating over 40. I thought it was interesting what he had to say. Let's listen to it and we will respond.
So I want to end this debate once and for all. The dating pool, right? There's pee in the dating pool. I am a firm believer that there is no pee in the dating pool. The dating pool is what it is. And the thing is, the secret to it is who you select from the dating pool. It doesn't matter if there's bad guys in there, good guys in there, city girls, thoughts, whatever. It's what you select from the dating pool. We can fill it with good guys. We can put 100 million good guys in the dating pool. If you still pick the loser, the problem isn't the pool. It is you. Carry on.
So he got a solid point. And shout out to my bearded bros, man. You know what I'm saying? I respect the man with a good beard. You feel me? He got his salt and pepper, mainly salt now, and it's full. Shout out to him. I hope my beard is nice and full when it's fully gray. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother. But look, I agree. Like, women, they complain about the dating pool as if they're the best option for men on the dating pool, and so therefore they deserve the best option. But usually we have regular girls who are not fit, they're not attractive, they don't have emotional intelligence, they don't know how to regulate their emotions. They're all over the place. Sometimes they're single moms, sometimes they have horrible attitudes. Well, a lot of times they have horrible attitudes, yet they expect the tip of the top men that's available. Right? And that's fine. You can want what you want, but you got to earn that man. It's a privilege. This is something that's an actual privilege, right? Meeting someone's child is not a privilege, but being with a man of value is an actual privilege. So you got to earn that. And I meet a lot of women, and I feel like they take me for granted, and that's fine. You can take me for granted, but I ain't going to take me for granted. You know what I'm saying? You could look past me, but I ain't going to look past me. And what I mean by that is if you act up, I'm out. Damn. A lot of women think the minute they put it down on me, the minute they gave me some punani, that I'm stuck. I always see girls act out as if they, oh yeah, I got him now. He gonna love this. He gonna be stuck with me. No, baby girl, I'm about to block you after this conversation is over. And I've done it before, and I'll do it again. You feel me? But I think women, if you want a valuable man, you gotta choose more valuably, and you gotta be more desirable. It's that simple. If you make bad choices, don't blame the dating pool on your bad choices. Blame your intuition. Blame your discernment. You don't got good discernment. You don't know how to choose properly. Okay? This girl kind of lays it out what I'm talking about. Let's listen to what she has to say.
I've had something on my mind for a little minute now, and it may come off as insensitive, but maybe y'all can help me understand how to empathize. But I literally abhor when men get on here crying in their 40s and 50s and up about being single and being unmarried, as if the odds are not statistically in their favor. And especially after they discarded a good woman, after they hurt a good woman, and they like, dang man, she was the one that got away. I just want to be married. I just want to have a family. Go start one. Like, what's not clicking? As a man, the odds are very much still in your favor. Like, y'all get to set the tone for relationships. Y'all get to set the tone for commitment, the pace, all of that. So what are you on here crying for? Yes, you hurt a good woman. She should be the one crying. But you could go get another one. Like, literally, statistically and biblically, the odds are very much still in your favor. The ratio of black men to black women in the United States is lower than 1-to-1, with more black women than black men. Again, she should be the one crying. In 2021, there were about 21.5 million black women in the United States, which is about 52% of all black people. In California alone, there are about 89 black men to every 100 black women. Supposedly, Supply and demand, sir. Just go get another one. This may not be for you if you ain't a born again believer. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. What are you as the man crying for? And yes, people are not replaceable. Like, you won't find her in somebody else, but you can absolutely find somebody else and learn from what you did and don't do it again and don't lose another good woman. Like don't shoot the messenger, but like the people who made me think about this be on platform. So like Tony Gaskins pointed this out about Latarius Whitfield from the Dear Future Wifey podcast. Like, and it's true. Like, sir, you done did 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons of this dang on show and you still ain't popped out with nobody. Like, where is the intentionality? Because as the man, you really could have had somebody by now. You're a nice looking guy, you're successful, your platform is booming, like you seem to have a lot of knowledge about marriage and relationships. Like, you seem like a catch. So what is stopping you from finding somebody, even though you cheated on your ex-wife? And he's very open about that. He's very accountable, he's very apologetic. Like, you could tell he's put in the work. So what is stopping you? Like, how are you still sitting on couches and sitting in front of microphones crying about the one who got away? And then it was this clip of this guy on the Basement podcast with Tim Ross. I love him. Please don't come for me. But he was like, yeah, I wanted to cry on this woman's shoulder, you know, after I've done some healing and I feel like men are allowed to cry. And she made me feel weak. And the woman that I had that allowed me to do that, I messed her over. I pushed her away. And now he 40 plus, no kids, no wife, and his parents is looking at him like, dude, when we gonna get some grandkids? Like, why aren't you married? What are you doing? And it's like, yeah, you messed that up. But again, what is stopping you from going to get another one? Like, apparently he has a very successful business. He makes a lot of money. Like, he's a cool looking dude. Like, what is stopping you? And he went on Latarius podcast too. I'm like, so both of y'all just gonna sit here and cry over not having no women as men with the upper hand? Like, what is going on? I've had something.
I like what she's talking about. Shout out to her. She referenced the Bible. What? Come on now. She's reading the NIV version, which I don't got nothing against. Okay, I prefer the King James version, but respect to that, you know what I'm saying? But I get it. You feel me? So, yeah, why don't you just go get another one? You know, and it ain't as easy as it sounds. It's easy for us desirable men to get attractive women. That's easy. But what's hard is to get an attractive woman on our program. This is why, like, I'm looking to go down in looks as far as, like, genetic looks, like, as far as, like, how you naturally look, like, your face. You don't have to be, like, drop dead gorgeous in the face. But I gotta have a girl who has a fit body, fit lifestyle. It's just the way I want to live. I do not want to force or encourage anyone to go to the gym. I want to be with a girl who wants to go to the gym herself, right? So I'm going down in facial looks. You know, she don't got to be so symmetrical. She don't got to be perfect. She got to be cute. You know what I'm saying? I'll date a cute girl, but she got to have a body that she earned, right? If she naturally flat chest or whatever, I'm cool with that. If she naturally, her butt's not the biggest, I'm cool with that. But she got to work on it, okay? And it got to be something that she's self-motivated about, okay? You can't motivate anybody else. You got to be self-motivated. And I prefer a girl who's plant-based, like I am. I've been plant-based for the last 9 years, and so I prefer a woman who's plant-based. And that's a little really tricky, you know what I'm saying? So even though we have a larger pool of women, when you start narrowing it down for what you want, it becomes a smaller and smaller pool. That's just the way it is. Now, a lot of women are willing to convert to my lifestyle, and so I can work with that, okay? But the thing I like what she really said, again, is just go get another one. And I'm not a guy who's going to be crying about my life. Oh my God, I don't have a woman. I'm crying. I had a girl, she let me cry on her shoulder. I ain't that kind of dude. I'm not. One is because I look to God. I feel like God gives me the strength. No matter what happens in life, I believe my strength comes from my faith. That I believe in a better day. I could be having horrible years. I believe my better year is coming. And that's how I got to this point. That's why I'm 37 years old. And I got to this point where I'm still ambitious and I'm still enthusiastic about success like I was when I was in my 20s. Or when I was a teenager. I still have that same enthusiasm. I'm still working and making these videos. So men, you can still grind it out. We still have time. She's absolutely right. And honestly, a woman like this is the type of woman you want to be with. A woman that really sees things for the way they really are. Not a girl who gets confused. She got those rose-colored feminist glasses, right? And nothing she sees is reality, okay? This girl, if she's on par, shout out to her, I might have to slide in her DMs. You never know, okay? You want a girl that thinks like that. Anyway, here's a guy, he's in his 40s. He talks about his struggle with dating. Let's listen to what he has to say.
So I'm 45 and I'm single. Have you heard what Bumble did to their app? They made a huge change, but we'll get to that in a minute. So I've had lots of requests for updates from my last video, and I'm sorry it's taken me a while. I've just been a little busy. I deleted my age from my Tinder profile to just see what would happen. I got a lot of scams, but I really got no more interaction from authentic people than before. So I finally just turned my profile off and deleted the app and moved on. It's the same story over and over again. 2 lines of communication and then ghosted and nothing. It's a dumpster fire, and it's no different. It's just not for me. So Bumble has taken away or changed, whatever you want to call it. They have pivoted away from women making the first move. Now, that was their entire claim to fame. The whole app was based on the premise that a man goes there and makes a good profile, and if the woman's interested, she gets to make the first move, and he just gets to keep window shopping until something happens, right? But I think it's a symptom of how bad communication has gotten in the world today, especially in the dating world, especially as adults, that people just don't talk to each other. You know, you flip through the pictures and you window shop, and if you do find some point of communication, it's 2 sentences and out, or you know, it's a couple of paragraphs a day or 2, and then you're just ghosted and no more responses ever. That's the exact same thing that happened over and over. So I can only imagine that Bumble said, you know, we got to grow a user base, and how are we going to do it? We got to attract more men, because men are not being communicated with. They're not being approached by women on the app. So we have to change.
So I agree with him that Bumble's changing some things. Before Bumble, a girl had to make the first move. Now they got this something called opening move, right? Where you can write a question that they can respond to. So it's like they're responding to your question, or they can write a question that you can respond to. And that's the way you could break the ice, the opening move, okay? I think it works pretty well. Women can still respond to you first. They can still respond to your opening move. You have a question like, you know, what's your favorite, you know, tacos or burgers. They can say, I prefer tacos, and they're just responding to your opening move, that type of thing. I had to check. That's why I picked up my phone to see, because I don't remember what it was. But, men, if you're struggling on dating apps, get my free ebook. It's called Be Attractive and Shut Up. The link is in the description. You guys can check it out. Or you could join my men's community. Okay, you can join my men's community. It's called 100-man roundtables for only 100 men. It's an exclusive group of men who want to work on dating, fitness, and finance. Okay, I'm a personal trainer for the last 5 years, so I can help you with losing weight, building muscle, and I had a lot of experience on dating apps, so I can help you with that. And I make money online, so I can help you with that. Okay, so if you're interested in that, the links are below. But to address what he's saying, look, we can't expect the environment to improve for us. It may, you know, Bumble might get better, Hinge might get better, Tinder might get better. These apps, they might adjust their algorithms or whatever change. Realistically, we have to take full accountability and full responsibility for our dating lives. And so I think as men, we need to improve. I'm not sitting around waiting for Bumble to improve. If you're struggling with talking back and forth with women on a dating app, there's something you don't know. There's a knowledge gap. There's a gap between what you know and what you don't know, and that gap is where the results lie. So I think to myself, like, all right, what am I saying? Am I too boring initially? Am I coming off too friendly? Am I taking too long to get to the close? Like, these are things that men need to understand. Again, I cover this in my ebook, so get it if you want to. And I got another book coming out called Triple Your Body Count. That's right, Triple Your Body Count. And I say that because once I figured out how to work things right on dating apps, I tripled my body count. Yeah, a lot of my bodies are from dating apps. I hate to say it that way, but it's easier to build up a repertoire when you can have apps and you're swiping through people, and, you know, honestly, you can build rosters. And I'm not saying you should do this. I'm actually done doing this. I'm tired of, like, being with multiple girls in a sense. I'm not saying I'm ready for the one, right? But I'm more focused on business, and so the little free time I have, I don't want to, like, you know, delegate that to multiple people, right? If it's going to be one girl, it's going to be one or none, I'm cool with it. I'm cool being by myself for now. But I understand men's are still trying to figure it out, and this is why I gave you guys options in my men's group. You know, that's one way we can talk about your dating, what you're going through. I can help you one-on-one. Like, all right, help me, walk me through the chat. I can even tell you that there's options to help figure out what to say in real time, right? And there's different technologies you could use to figure this out, right? We're not in a place now where it's a guessing game. Now there's a lot of resources that make dating easier. So if you're struggling, it's you. 100% it's you, for women or for men, right? But as men, we have to take accountability for it. Like, if we're choosing to walk away from dating, that's our choice, and we're allowed to do that. That's our prerogative, right? But if you want to be with someone, like if you really want a girlfriend, if you really want a wife, if you're really ready to start a family, you could go out there, be proactive, and make that happen. My personal priority right now, get that bag, get that chicken. Okay, I know there's going to be women waiting for me as soon as I cross that finish line, right? So I don't got to worry about, the scarcity of women that are disappearing, or even age, right? I'm 37. I don't got to worry about, oh man, I'm almost 40. I can literally start building a family at 42. 5 years from now, and I already got, 13,000 subscribers on YouTube. Can you imagine where I'm going to be 5 years from now? I can only imagine. Can you imagine how much money I'd be making now? I can only imagine. Same thing with you, and 5 years will happen. Lord willing, you will see 5 years from now. So what you do now is going to matter 5 years from now. So put yourself in position, grab yourself by your bootstraps, and get to work, right? Idle hands do the devil's work. So I always encourage people to be active in their own rescue. If you want to save yourself, you need to be active in your own rescue. A lot of resources online. I don't mind being one of them. So like I said, reach out to the links below. Hit me up on Instagram. Have a discussion. I even put a phone number where you guys can call me if you need to call me. Right? Even if it's for 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, right? It is $5 a minute, and that number, I won't lie, it is. But you can get a hold of me, right? And we can have a conversation. We can talk one-on-one. You don't have to schedule it. You don't have to worry about, talking to me for a whole hour or whatever. I know some of these YouTubers, they charge you by the hour, and it's expensive. If you want to just talk to me for 10 minutes, let's just talk for 10 minutes. If you want to talk to me for 5 minutes, let's just talk for 5 minutes. Whatever it is, you can call that number in my bio. And it's $5 a minute, okay? It's kind of steep, but it's an easy way to get a hold of me, whether it's business inquiries or whatever you want to talk about, all right? Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.